Sakonki maite dut ene herria. Sakonki amorrazten dit ene herriak. Sakonki ezagun dut. Sakonki ez ezagun dut. Ematen diot ene bizia. Ematen ere sakonki ene heriotzea.
Gabon daizuela guztioi, Euskal Irrati Telebistaren izenean ongi etorririk beroena eman nahi dizuegu. Europako Prix CIRCOM Regionalen 2023 sari banaketa ekitaldira. EITB-rentzat ore handia da aurtengo Europako eskualdetako telebista publikoek ekoitzitako ikusentzunezko ekoizpen onenak saritzen dituen ekitaldi hau egitea eta gainera bertan Euskal Herrian egitea. Europako komunikazioaren mapan kokatu dugu Euskal Irrati Telebista eta horretarako Europa osoko telebista publikoetako kideak bildu ditugu hemen Donostiako Tabakalera Kultur Zentro honetan. Zerbitzu publikoaren balioa goraipatu, kultur aniztasunaren sustapena eta Europako eskualde komunikabideen arteko elkarlana lankidetza indartzea, sustatzea dira gure erronka eta helburu nagusienetakoak. Sari banaketa ekitaldi honetan, Europako zerbitzu publikoko eskualdetako telebistek egindako ekoizpenak sarituko ditugu 11 kategoria desberdinetan. Atsegin handiz hartzen zaituztegu guztioi hemen gurean. Ladies and gentlemen, Euskal Irrati Telebista and myself, we want to welcome you to the Prix CIRCOM Awards 2023 ceremony, where we will award the best audiovisual works produced by European public regional televisions. Euskal Irrati Telebista, host and organizer of this gala event, takes big pleasure in welcoming the representative of different European televisions to the Basque Country. We thank you for coming, and we really hope that you will enjoy this evening. In the information age that we live, it is extremely important the work European regional televisions network do. Information, truth, and honesty. All that thanks to the professionals involved. This evening we're going to award and praise the public service the aforementioned communication media offer and which you all represent. This evening we will relive the names of the works chosen by the CIRCOM Regional jury among 11 categories and more than 170 participants. We're in Donostia-San Sebastian, specifically in Tabakalera Cultural Center, an emblematic venue of great European cultural reference. It's a space where the roots, tradition, identity, and even our language, Euskara, are perfectly tangible. Characteristics that make us committed to our land, to our past, to our present, and of course, to our future in our constant search for innovation and progress. Proof of all this is the dance with which we have opened this ceremony, a dance known in the Basque Country as agurra, a dance in which Kukai Dantza Compañía has combined tradition and modernity. The agurra is a solemn, reverential dance that it's performed in the most important moments, in the most important events of our country, of the Basque Country. Under the direction of the choreographer Jon Maya, Kukai Dantza Compañía has received many prizes, such as the National Dance Prize and the Max Performing Arts Award, among many others. Et quoi de mieux pour renforcer nos liens avec l'Europe qu'à travers l'expression culturelle, l'information et le travail des médias régionaux. Et en plus de reconnaître ce travail, nous voulons aussi vous faire découvrir Euskadi, comme on appelle nous notre pays, le Pays basque. Nous voulons que vous participiez à notre culture, à notre riche gastronomie, à nos traditions, à nos sports. Le Pays basque est un pays moderne qui a su s'adapter au temps qui change et qui se positionne à l'avant-garde de l'Europe en termes de qualité de vie et de développement humain. Euskadi has the firm commitment to position itself among the most advanced European regions regarding innovation and technological and industrial leadership. Euskadi is green and blue, tradition and modernity. It's welcoming and diverse. Euskadi, it's an open window to Europe.
It's curious. They say that the people of Euskadi are true to their word. And yet, we don't have enough words to tell you who we are. Probably because we're more about doing. We do things with our heads and our hearts. because we believe in cooperating and joining forces. Here, when we say we will do something, we do it. That builds trust and strong ties. What we did coexists with what we do. We have our own traditions and culture. We have our own language. We speak clearly and directly. We are made from iron, with a very powerful industry. We are made from titanium, art, culture, and gastronomy. We are a welcoming country. The land, the sea, and our towns are our identity, and we take care of them. Yes, we are people who do things. Euskadi Basque Country, doing what we want to be.
If Euskadi is innovation and leading edge, so is Euskal Irrati Telebista, since both walk in the same direction, they're both in the same path. EITB is a public audiovisual group that has been serving the Basque Country for the past 41 years. In addition to being considered a source of serious and honest information, EITB also has the task of meeting the demand for educational and entertainment content in an attractive, plural, and quality way, what at the same time promotes our culture and our language, Euskera, and contributes to its normalization. EITB has 3 business units: television, radio, and online, and all of them are managed under the brand EITB Media. We're delighted that professionals from other European media participate in the work we do here in EITB, in Euskal Irrati Telebista, letting us to strengthen our professional links, since, as we said, we're a media who is open to the world and to Europe. We can say that EITB is made up of 5 television channels, 6 radio broadcasting stations, and assorted products and digital services that include website, streaming services, and apps for smart TVs and other mobile devices. Transparency and responsibility, those are the signs of our identity. The next video will show you more about what we do and who we are.
Sukaldean plazan erantzuna bekintzak berak nor dabil zaintzen, nor lanean, nor dabil lantzan, sukaldean plazan.
We are here this evening to celebrate the very best of television programs, content, and media skills from the regions of Europe. To lead us to the category winners to the Grand Prix itself, please welcome the president of Prix CIRCOM and chair of the jury, Moitza Rietzek.
Good evening, dober večer. Every year, the Prix CIRCOM Regional honors the best regional productions and production skills. These are the most important international awards for regional programs and were first presented in 1990. Tonight, we celebrate high-quality winners across 11 genre categories, and we announce this evening the winner of the Grand Prix, chosen from these category winners, the best of the best. Each Prix category winner receives a trophy, 1,000 euros cash, plus travel and accommodation to be here. The biggest trophy is for the Grand Prix, which also wins a further 2,000 euros in cash. The judging was hosted by RTP Porto. Although Porto is charming and appealing town, the judges remained huddled in front of their TV sets. 13 of them, qualified production and broadcast professionals with substantial experience in making or commissioning programs, representatives of regional public service television stations in Europe, took the time to share their observations on everything they saw. They watched more than 170 submitted entries.
There's not a clear barrier as to when they change the report over.
It's pretty well done. We saw them pretty well done.
I think that is the core of television.
But it's good.
He developed his skills in order to make everything by himself.
It speaks to a younger audience because of the
important.
positive angle.
He's obviously working quite remotely. Have a watch, do you?
But I think, Harvey Vito, you made an objection.
I'm considering that one for Grand Prix.
But for me, it's not Grand Prix. We decided as judges.
Yeah.
As a winner, as a Grand Prix of 2023.
Yeah. One second, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you all.
Well, it's time to see who the jury has awarded. We start with the category Most Original and Innovative. This was the Prix strongest and most popular categories, and it's sponsored by NRK Norway. Please welcome to Ida Anna Haugen.
This award recognizes production originality, unusual content, fresh style, new technical skills, innovative ideas, and presentation flair. Examples of innovation behind the camera, as well as bright ideas on screen, were welcome. Let's hear from the chair of Most Original category, Roisin Ní Shúraisk from TG4 Ireland.
For the commended, we chose Former Teens Nostalgia Show. We were impressed by the challenge that this production took on in filming a live concert using 9 smartphones and a tablet to vision mix. They did a pretty good job, so well done.
Tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you? And does it feel the same when she calls your name? 'Cause somewhere deep inside you must know I miss you. But what can I say? The rules must be.
In this category, we watched some great programs and we were really looking for something that would impress us. This year's winner in the category of Most Original and Innovative is a kids' production from CCMA titled Info K Tutankhamun. The reason we chose this as a winner was because of the original way it told a historical story, which is difficult to do for young people. They transformed this history lesson into something that was fun, interesting and appealing on screen. Very strong scripting, characters, graphics and archive footage made the inserts pop on screen.
Soc Carter, Howard Carter! Gràcies als diners d'un d'aquests milionaris, vaig començar a fer les meves pròpies excavacions i vaig trobar el temple de Hatshepsut, el més gran trobat fins llavors. Impressionant, També em van nomenar cap de seguretat de les antiguitats a l'Alt Egipte. M'assegurava que no hi hagués lladres per salvaguardar aquells tresors. Quan el temps s'acabava i tothom pensava que havíem perdut, vam desenterrar un esglaó! I després un altre, i un altre, i al final dels esglaons una paret amb una inscripció. Tutankhamun! Estàvem a punt de fer història.
Tutankhamun s'ha fet tan famós perquè la seva tomba és l'única que es va trobar tancada i intacta. De fet, el faraó Tutankhamun va tenir un regnat molt poc important, va morir molt jove i encara no se sap ben bé com, però millor que sigui ell el que ens ho expliqui.
Hola, Infocaires! Soc en Tutankhamun i vaig ser un nen com vosaltres.
And please applaud the winners from Corporació Catalana de Mitjans Audiovisuals CCMA Catalunya, Núria Vilanova and Núria Casals Coll.
I'm going to be brief. Arratsaldeon, buenas tardes, good evening, bon vespre. First of all, and on behalf of all the InfoK team, we want to thank CIRCOM for this award. We are all very happy to be here tonight receiving this award, and we are especially thrilled because we've been distinguished with a category, innovative and original, and nowadays producing a news program for kids in the area of TikTok, YouTube, and endless kinds of cartoons, it's very difficult. So it's a job that we try to do every day, being innovative and original and thinking how we can interest them in all kinds of things. So we are very happy. Kids have the right to be informed. InfoK is a news program for kids, and we are lucky to work in a public media company that believes in this principle, so we have this program in our network. I'm going to try to say a little sentence in euskera. Guretzat oso beretzia, dasari hau hemen Donostian jasotea, etxean bagina bezala sentitzen garelako, mila esker eta berazakada bero bat. I per últim, molt curt, en català, vull recordar les persones que també treballen al programa i que també han participat en aquest programa que ha estat guardonat, i un petó molt especial pel Lluís Sofré, que ens l'estimem moltíssim. Moltes gràcies, eskerrik asko.
Eskerrik asko, Núria. I have to say that it was perfect. Thank you for trying. Thank you for trying. Today's gala started with dancing and music. We also enjoyed some music in the first category presented. Let's continue with it. The category Music and Art is sponsored by TG4 Ireland. To present the trophy, now live on stage, please welcome Roisin ní Húrich.
This category highlights the social value of music and arts and the contribution they make to regional culture and the culture of the smaller nations. The entry may be a short-form report, documentary, or coverage of performance. The chair of Music and Art jury was a former Prix CIRCOM president, David Lowen.
Music and arts is a thriving category. Every year there seem to be more entries, better entries, and coming from more stations as well. And that's really encouraging because it means that public service media is putting money into regional culture. I think that's great. The commended entry is an artist from the Czech Republic who really wants to take his own ego out of his art. Instead, he lets mechanical toys make his art for him.
Já jsem si vždycky myslel, že to je zajímavé jako performance, že to je dobrý dělat to před lidma, když se na to dívají, je to vlastně taková groteska, při které ale vznikne obraz, který já pak můžu někde dokonce vystavit, když se nakašíruju na plátno.
The winning entry comes from the music side of music and arts, and it's how children learn to compose, produce and sing music in their own language. And it really demonstrates for these Dutch children the way that the power of music can help learning.
Wieke, ik ga hier een cornet. Nou ben ik wel heel nieuwsgierig wat zo leert hast.
Oh ja.
Zet hem op. Ja, de gek.
Ik wil bewegen op de beat. Ik wil lekker
Hey, maar dat schreeuwt die machine. Er begint zuiver wat beweging in te komen.
Op straat in de stad, op de vlier en op bed.
En het klinkt echt nog goed. Tja, wat bloedt er nou stilzitten op zulke vrolijke muziek.
Maar gewoon oefenen, dan komt het goed.
En zo is het nou tijd voor het studioteam. Ik zou zeggen, koptelefoon op, microfoon voor de snuffert en douche maar. Douche? Jongen maar. Hier is de binding uit Westergeest, maar misschien wel de simmerhit van dit jaar. Ik beweeg.
Op het sportveld sneurt de mooi, vind ik zelfs net volle oor. Op de reisfiets op de dik, ben ik jouwer ritmerik. En ik niet vroeger uit de klas, had het sporten in het tas. Maar sporten smijt de volle tijd, ik wil bewegen op de beat. Ik wil lekker doorsje, in een huis en op een koosje. Op het strand, in de stad, op de vlier en op bed, beweeg ik oer om mij. Ik wil lekker doorsje, in een huis en op een koosje. Op het strand, in de stad, op de vlier en op bed, beweeg ik oer om mij, want op de beat voel ik me vrij.
Winner of the category Music and Arts from Omroep Friesland, Netherlands. Please welcome to stage Murk van der Schaaf, Daniel Rignalda and Reinoud Ritsma.
Wow. You know it's coming, but it's such a beautiful moment. So thanks. It's such an honor to be here among our European colleagues at this beautiful thing that CIRCOM organized. For us, after almost a decade of developing youth shows with this crew, it's a wonderful appreciation of all the effort, heart and soul the whole crew always puts into it. To reach out to the kids and also, and this is really important to us, let them develop ownership of the process and the result. Because of course it's all about them welcoming us into their lives, in their world, and let us capture and spread their perspective on life and society. So in this case, in a language we all speak, music. A special thanks to our editor-in-chief, Jan Jelle, our backbone cameraman who is at home, Jan Bensliman, and all the compliments of the world to our music producing and hosting duo, Reinoud and Dirk Lennart. Thank you so much, and let's have a dance.
One of the most fiercely contested categories is Minorities in Society category. This category is sponsored by France Télévisions. Merci d'accueillir Fanny Cliffel pour présenter le trophée pour France 3 Grand Est.
This award serves to remind stations of their public duty to reflect and develop functional multicultural society. The judges were asked to look for factual programs and reports which reflect matters relating to minority groups in an informed manner. They were asked to pay special attention to issues of contemporary concern and reports which have positive impact. And that's exactly what the jury chose. The chair was Dite Dines from TVR Timișoara.
A beautiful story about a young man. He plays football in order to understand Croatia, his new land. It's a story about immigration and about a test. He is young, he is new in Croatia, and for starting a new life, he has to speak the Croatian language. Can you imagine you stay in the front of the screen and you want very much that this boy to pass the test. You will have everything there. A story about immigration, about love, about family, about being young in a new country, and again, a beautiful relationship between the journalists and the main character. So another piece that proves you that a journalist has to be in love with his main character.
I feel so stressed right now because I'm just waiting to get my future. Hvala.
Moram ti priopćiti da si uspješno položio ispit iz hrvatskog jezika.
Hvala.
I to ocenom dobar 3.
Hvala.
Bravo, čestitam.
Hvala. Hvala vam puno.
Napredost. Tako je. Bravo.
Vidimo se.
Vidimo se.
Bog, doviđenja. Gotovo. Šta sad?
Allô?
Allô där, Johnny.
Génial.
Hvala ću hošam pe.
Trois barrast.
Are valla.
Dei.
Darću.
Trois.
Are va Quran.
Barrasta.
Are valla.
نخوة بس يا أمي مخوة لبعد وخبة.
this film is a journey, let's say, a journey between love and tears. Because in the same film, in 10 minutes, you will cry and you will laugh. And this is very important for us, because that means that behind the camera is a very good journalist. There is a very strong relationship between the main character, who has some problems. He's suffering from Tourette syndrome, but he has so much trust in the cameraman, and he does a lot of work to be there in front of the camera. And we understood that for him, doing this story means that he's like us. It was very important, these stories, for the main characters. And we, the jury, we saw that. And I remember a few words from him. He said to the cameraman, "Now I'm tired, please stop the camera." And the journalist let this word in the film. That means that we are trusting so much each other. I think that this film tells us what we have to do as journalists. We are not the one putting questions. We are the one helping also people. So nowadays, journalism has to be a way to heal the world or to heal the main characters.
Jeg var på date med hende, og jeg skulle nok have skrevet, at jeg havde Tourettes. Pip. I stedet for har jeg skrevet, at jeg er 2 meter høj. Pip. Skat. Lige da jeg møder hende, så kalder jeg en luder. Pip. Men så tænker jeg, at jeg redder den. Men du er en flot luder, det er du. Pip.
Men er det så dig eller din Tourettes, de griner af?
Pip. Og det er et spørgsmål, jeg har stillet mig selv mange gange, fordi jeg var på et tidspunkt meget deprimeret. Så jeg troede, det var Tourettesen, men People, jeg så mine videoer igennem People, og de grinede lidt. People, de grinede også af Tourettesen, terrorist, men de grinede også af min historie, People, og de grinede også af det, jeg kom tilbage om Tourettesen, People.
Jeg har set dig.
Nå, for helvede, People. Nej, har du set mig? Missekat. Jeg har en fan terrorist. Woohoo! Missekat. Hun siger, at jeg er god, så jeg er tilfreds. Missekat.
Please welcome the winners from TV2 Nord, Denmark, Michael Andersen and Josephine Blisha Brada.
Thank you, jury, for this fine prize and the fine words. I think I have probably the best job in the world. You might think so too. Being able to meet a guy like Jonathan with Tourette's, who's struggling so hard, and being able to give a voice to him means a lot to me. He's obviously struggling a lot, having Tourette's, but he found a way to make fun out of it and found his way out of this troubling life. So I think it's an important story to tell, and he's such an inspiration. As you may notice, I have got my colleague Josephine here. She did all the SoMe work, brilliant work, and she made Jonathan world famous, at least in Denmark. So I'm proud to bring this home to Aalborg, or rather to Åbybro, where we are situated, and I will dedicate it to Jonathan. Thank you.
The fusion between tradition and modernity, it has its place in the history of Euskadi. We take great pleasure in introducing a music group with all women members that succeeded in combining these two elements, these two values, and reinventing Basque culture in their music. Together with world-famous trikitilari, accordion player, as we say in Basque, in Euskera, Kepa Junquera, have contributed to spread the Basque music and our roots outside Euskadi. The group Neomac has perfectly combined trikitisha and pandero, both Basque instruments, both traditional Basque instruments, with electronic sounds, giving their music a contemporary touch. 6 women, 6 voices, 6 messages. Please welcome Neomac and their song called Ilargi Berriak. Well, after this wonderful music break, we will continue with the awards for the best current affair programs. Put the news reports together and you have the regional news program, lifeblood of the link between news provider and regional audience. The news program category is sponsored by the regional news station RPO from the Netherlands. Please welcome Jan Muller.
This award seeks excellence in the very heartbeat of regional public service media, the news program and online news service. The judges appreciated a new show with all the regular, ever-changing aspects of regional society: events, social issues, politics, sport, culture, scandal, trivia, brought together in a must-watch appointment to view. Chair of the news program jury was Olivier Brumelon, FTV France, 3, Pays de la Loire.
I have to say that this news program category, we find it hard to judge because there's so many ways to understand this notion of news program, monthly programs, programs with just one topic and various angles, special editions, everyday news. So all were interesting, but as judges we had to make a choice. And to make this choice, we were focused back on the criteria, which is regional, making news, accessible for everyone, describe what is important for the regional community. And that's why we choose for commended what did the BBC Northwest in Manchester with a special edition when the third report of the public inquiry after the bombing of the Manchester Arena came public. And that was great journalism work and also a great sense of being part, the journalists being part themselves of this community in pain.
At the start of Katie's report, I mentioned that many of the families had been to every day of the public inquiry. One of those people who'd been to almost every day was Figan Murray. Her son, Martin Hett, was one of the 22 people who was murdered. Figan has made her mission one of forgiveness and of tolerance. She's worked hard to spread that message in the last few years. And Annabelle Tiffin has spent some time with Figan at her home in Cheshire.
Anger was actually never on my radar at all, right from the word go. Given his young age, I felt that actually, you know, he was not born as a terrorist. At such a young age, somebody put these ideas in his head. So it wasn't, the real culprit for me was always the ideology, not the person.
For a winner, we choose TVR Cluj, so we go into Romania. It's the everyday news cast from the Transylvanian region of Romania. And we find it very interesting because it offers a wide range of what regional TV knows how to do. Environment problems, climate change, questions about how the region deals with EU fundings, what we do with European money, but also heritage, history, science. Anyway, a great variety of topics, very well shooted, very well edited, and the studio work is also great. So this is our winner, TVR Cluj, el telejornal.
La mai bine de un an de la începutul războiului din Ucraina, refugiații veniți la Cluj încă își vindecă rănile. În ajutorul lor, asociația Foneo a creat o adevărată comunitate româno-ucraineană. Aici au parte de sprijin emoțional, medical, activități comune și posibilitatea de a-și găsi un loc de muncă sau de a-și înființa o afacere. Pentru acești copii, muzica a înlocuit zgomotul infernal al bombardamentelor, iar veselia a înlocuit durerea de a-și abandona fără voie viața din Ucraina. De aproape un an au o viață nouă în inima Transilvaniei, alături de părinții lor. Au fugit din calea războiului și Clujul i-a primit cu brațele deschise. Asociația Foneo le oferă multe activități menite să îi integreze și să le aline dorul de casă și să lege noi prietenii.
Eu cânt la pian într-o formație, se numește Meeting Point. Îți place la Cluj? Da, chiar îmi place.
E foarte fain, cântăm, ne distrăm, eu sunt la voce în trupa asta, Meeting Point.
Ți-ai făcut prieteni noi?
Da, o grămadă.
La club se cântă, se dansează, se pictează și se modelează ceramică, iar adulții învață limba română. Activitățile sunt ca un pansament pentru rănile lor atunci când se gândesc la țara distrusă pe care au lăsat-o în urmă.
Soțul meu a rămas în Ucraina, eu sunt aici cu familia. Sunt foarte fericită că lucrez, pentru că nu mă gândesc așa mult la războiul de acasă. Am 2 copii, unul este un bebeluș de doar 10 luni.
The winner of the category news program is TVR Cluj, Romania. Please welcome Alin Gelmarean and Andrei Biro.
It's an honor to be here, and as you can see, it's the second year the award are going to Romania. I think this is a good sign that it's important for journalists from the territorial studio to do European quality journalism. Thank you to the jury for showing that they have noticed the work done. The award is also an encouragement for the future and the confidence given to the entire team of TVR Cluj. Thank you also to the team that worked on this program. The newsroom of TVR Cluj is a young, dynamic team for which this award is valuable recognition. CIRCOM for us is a forum where the exchange of ideas, the professional dialogue takes place at an exceptional quality level and help us to form a coherent vision for the future of public television in Romania. I hope that this collaboration will remain fruitful in the future. Thank you for your attention.
And now, our category for video journalism. The sponsor is the BBC. To present the trophy, please welcome the head of BBC Gaelic, Margaret Mary Murray.
The Video Journalism Award is for the best series of news reports submitted by a video journalist, with an emphasis on those using mobile phones. The judges would look for a good story, well told in pictures, sound, and commentary, and well structured. They would especially appreciate video reports which show how a single operator can bring a freshness and a new angle to stories, which would be beyond the scope of full news crew. The chair of video journalism, Ben Moore from BBC South.
This year's entries into video journalism provided a real range of stories and great technical ability on a wide variety of cameras, including mobile phones. The commended VJ had a lightness of touch and gentle reporting style that clearly gains the trust of the more vulnerable in society that he gives a voice to. Technically, his work is impressive, and all 3 films really draw the viewer into the story.
you make me a cup of tea, Bibblish?
Ruben has Down syndrome. His older brother, Manny, has been a constant figure in his life.
What a lovely couple.
He looks after me, I look after him. He gives to me just as much as I give to him. He's my buddy, and I wasn't willing to let him go, you know, I didn't want to lose him.
Ruben needs support and can't live independently, but his experience in care homes hasn't been good.
Are you brave? I think you are. So maybe that's why you draw lions, Rubes. My favourite one's this one. I love your drawings.
The winner really captures the very essence and heart of video journalism, despite producing hours of content each week for his region. The access this young reporter gets and the trust he builds results in real eye-opening stories told compassionately.
Tervezett otthonszülést láthatnak, riportalanyom teljes diszkréciót és anonimitást kért. Vajudáskor egyik kisgyermeke még ott volt, de a kitolási fázisban csak az anya, a férj és a szülész vett részt. Mindenki csendes volt, de feszült, ugyanis részben illegális dolog történt a kamera előtt. Az orvos csak kórházban vezethet le szülést. A legrosszabb esetben, ha az újszülött meghal, a szülők akár 7 év börtönbüntetést is kaphattak. A gyermek élete problémamentesen és meghitten kezdődött. A szülők arcáról nyugodtság és öröm sugárzott. Pár nap múlva visszamehettem interjút készíteni.
Milyen élmény volt neked az otthonszülés?
Teljesen pozitív, teljesen stresszmentes, családias.
Miért döntöttél az otthonszülés mellett?
Első gyermekünk gyászolgatással született, a második természetes úton egy magánklinikán. Viszont a harmadik terhességnél már nem vállalt ugyanaz a magánklinika a természetes szülésre, ezért kellett az otthonszülést válasszuk.
Doktor, nehéz volt találni, aki levezeti a szülést?
Már a 9. hónapban derült ki, hogy nem tudok klinikán szülni, és az volt a szerencsénk, hogy az orvos vállalt.
Please welcome the video journalism winner, Peter Kerestes from TV Timisoara, Romania.
Firstly, thank you for the jury and the CIRCOM for this wonderful trophy. Secondly, I would like to thank my lovely family and my wonderful colleagues for their support. And last but not least, I would like to thank last year's jury of the digital multimedia category because last year my report was commented by them. I hope you're here. And one of the members of the jury came to me and said, you know, commented does not mean that you were in the second place. It means that you can be a winner. And this sentence gave me wings. So I would like to congratulate everybody from this room who is commented, because you all can be winners. Thank you.
Regional news is, of course, the core business of every station. News reports are the building blocks of our relationship with our viewers and users. The category News Report is sponsored by CIRCOM Regional. Please welcome Fernando Ojea, Secretary General of CIRCOM Regional.
The key in this category is the quality of the storytelling, and we also include reports delivered by means other than traditional broadcast. Judges would look for a strong story, well told with, on one hand, traditional journalistic skills, and on the other, with an approach to news which is modern and inclusive. The jury was chaired, again, by Olivier Brumelot, FTV France 3, Pays de la Loire.
For the news report category, we had 16 entries coming from 11 different countries, so there's a kind of great diversity of countries and of this news report category. But what we found is a kind of common thing between all these regional stories reports were all about people involving the local audience and on people and with people. What I mean is that we often say that, of course, journalism must be objective, not taking sides. But in this case, they take sides. But they take sides of the audience. They take sides of the people who sometimes need a journalist's work to see their life change. And so that's why we chose for commended the work of a young female journalist from BBC Northwest of Manchester, 2 years after the death of a very young boy in a very poor flat near Manchester. He seems to be, he is being poisoned by damp and mold in his flat, so he got intoxicated and unfortunately died. The reporter goes back to the estate and knocks on other doors to see what the flats are, and a few months later, 2 years later, the situation is still the same. So this is a very, very important report that she made there, and it brought public the scandal of this estates, and it had a positive impact on society because that was a scandal which came public, and decisions were made after the report has been aired.
After just a few minutes on Rochdale's freehold estate, we're invited into a flat just around the corner from where Awab Ishak died. The pungent smell of mould hits us as soon as we enter. It's under the kitchen sink. In the lounge, strips of cardboard laid down to try to soak up the moisture. And, most worryingly for the family who live here, in the kids' bedrooms.
Last night, actually, I noticed it's completely mold my son's beddings. I had to change everything and throw it down straight away.
So he's sleeping in mold?
Yeah.
The family say they're all now using inhalers. The children's mum doesn't want to show her face on camera, but says she's desperate for help.
Really worried, really stressed. Every day, this is my one of big worries. Really, really desperate to get out of this situation because of my children.
The winner's story leads us to France, in the Alsace region, in eastern France, at the Haute-Pierre Strasbourg Hospital. In this hospital, nurses and doctors set up a protocol, a scheme to help parents which have to face a terrible news when they lost their baby-born child. This is a very taboo question, and most of the times the parents who come to the hospital have their baby just go back to their home alone with their pain, without help, without support. And what did the hospital in Strasbourg? It's to set up support for these people, make it possible for them to cope with this terrible news. So this is a very moving report we decided to award in this category. I must warn the viewers that the first pictures are maybe hard to face, but it's a wonderful story.
Dans les bras de cette sage-femme, le corps sans vie d'un bébé mort il y a quelques heures. Commence alors la collecte des souvenirs de cette vie éphémère.
On va essayer, nous on voit un peu tes mains aussi, parce que c'est important pour les parents d'avoir la main de la sage-femme. Et puis,
Quelques photos, quelques traces rassemblées par les témoins de cette naissance.
c'est des preuves de l'existence de ce bébé qu'on n'impose pas aux parents, mais on les informe de leur existence. Et après, on va s'adapter à la demande de chaque couple et de chaque famille, et surtout à leur temporalité dans leur cheminement par rapport au deuil.
Les parents pourront récupérer cette boîte quand ils seront prêts, même si c'est dans 10 ans.
Please welcome from France 3 Grand Est, France, Astrid Servant.
Thank you. Thank you to the CIRCOM jury for this award, which I share with David Meneux and Cécile Biller, my two filming and editing companions. It's an honor and a privilege too. As you know, perinatal bereavement is a taboo subject. In making this report, we realized that this taboo was a real source of suffering for these bereaved parents. They need to talk about their missing child, and it's up to us to listen. I dedicate this award to all those little angels who left too soon, too quickly. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Two universes, two ways of looking at things, and the fusion between tradition and contemporaneity, elements that can also describe the dance that Kukai Dantza Compañía is going to perform now. Every step, every movement, it's each member's interpretation of the dance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kukai Dantza Compañía with their dance called Gela Award. We now come to the most popular category in the Prix documentary. The sponsor is RTE Ireland. Please welcome Liz Dalig.
Yes, it's the biggest category and probably the toughest to win. There were 33 entries in this category this year, with over 23 hours of viewing, plus discussion for 6 judges. But it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Judges would seek evidence of a strong storyline and outstanding professionalism in direction and technique. Programs of strong journalistic investigation are encouraged, although there is a separate category for investigative journalism, as we will see later. But so are programs with a personal view or an unusual perspective. The chair of documentary category was Piotr Socha from TVP Rzeszów.
Jury had to face incredible difficult task. There were 33 entries from 16 countries. Quality of documentaries was very high, their content varied. Maybe it's a positive effect of end of pandemic. The creators finally spread their wings. Committed is a documentary Witches, the Great Lie from CCMA Spain. The film combines past and present. Authors use modern and sometimes fancy TV tools to show and explain old Catalonian legend about the witches. By the way, they ask about the role the woman in the past and now.
La carbacera li havia donat alguna cosa per danyar la seva salut.
Aleshores vostè em diu que aquesta dona va imaginar el seu fill.
Vaig sentir que amenaçaven els senyors que encenien unes medalles de palla vora casa seva. De la carabassera. Morí tot sec.
Fama pública a la ciutat que ha imaginat a moltes persones.
Morí el tercer dia. Es va foner i secant. Té fama de bruixa i metzinera.
Un dia un home es va posar, digué que no l'enyoraven gens per aquí, que no tenia bona fama, ni ella ni sa mare. Per això va fugir d'Andorra, perquè a la mare la van penjar per bruixa.
Menteixen com l'ànima d'això. Les bruixes d'avui, o les persones que hem estat assenyalades avui, no són tan diferents, perquè encara no hem empatitzat amb elles.
Es posa de manifest, no?, com la paraula bruixa va canviant al llarg del temps. Aquí el que estem assenyalant que no ens interessa a la societat és aquestes dones que ja volem excloure, no?
The winner is the film We Were Not Allowed to Cry, produced by Polish regional station in Krakow. Jury consisted of 6 people from 6 countries unanimously selected this documentary. There is not the first film about these matters, but entry perfectly combine elements which create gripping, involving documentary with great telling story, great pictures, sounds and other elements. And most of all, main character. I think that people passing away, but brilliant movie will still alive.
Z mamą i grupą młodych kobiet zostałyśmy odprawione w stronę tych baraków kobiecych. Tam pierwszą rzeczą to była kwarantanna, przygotowanie tych kobiet do życia obozowego. I to też właśnie zapamiętałam, bo to był taki kadr, który zobaczyłam mamę, która gdzieś została odprowadzona, przyszła mokra, naga i te kobiety wszystkie nagie, ale z ogoloną głową. Potem następowało numerowanie. Tatuowano nam na rękach numery i od tej pory nie miałyśmy nazwiska, imienia ani pochodzenia.
W momencie, kto został wyzwolony, została uznana za dziecko osierocone.
Dopiero po bardzo wielu latach, po prawie 17 latach okazało się, że jej mama żyła, odnalazły się, ale o tym opowie film, który sobie za chwilę obejrzymy.
Lidia nie zginęła. Została uratowana i wychowana przez polską rodzinę Radzikowskich. To razem z nimi Ludmiła przybyła dzisiaj do ojczyzny. Tutaj, do Moskwy. To jest tatuaż na ręce córki. Identyczny tatuaż znajduje się na ręce matki. Minęło 17 długich lat, zanim te ręce ponownie się dotknęły. Oto właśnie ich pierwszy wspólny dzień. Dwie rodziny, jedna rosyjska i jedna polska. Dwie rodziny mające wspólną córkę i wspólną radość. Lidię.
The winner of the category documentary, please welcome from TVP3 Krakow, Poland, Paulina Iwek.
First of all, I would like to thank the jury. It's a great honor to me, for me to be here. I would also like to thank Lidia Maksymowicz, who decided to tell me about her life. As a 3-year-old girl, she found herself in Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp. She survived. Now she's an 83-year-old woman. But she still has a problem with emotions and expressing the feelings. In my documentary, I wanted to show that the concentration camp, it's not just the numbers, not only the black and white photos, but first of all, it's a big trauma for those who survived. Many of them, like Mrs. Lidia, are still with us. Thank you very much.
We continue with the category Investigative Journalism. The sponsor of this category is the Council of Europe. To present the trophy, please welcome Alan Drake.
Investigative journalism is at the core of quality media. In fact, without it, there is none. How would we be able to distinguish between fake news and trusted source of information without fact-checking and revealing hidden layers of reality? The Investigative Journalism Award recognizes reports, features, documentaries, and other coverage which demonstrate an investigative approach to regional television journalism. The chair of the jury, Halbe Pieter Klaus from Omroep Friesland, the Netherlands, reports that there were several interesting entries on a variety of topics. At the end, they had to choose the winner and the commended.
So this commended entry is from BBC and it tells the story about children being abused years ago in a local school. And a group of those children are looking for an apology. They're now grown-ups. And the makers of this story are investigating this and are also questioning why this story isn't investigated by the government, which is also looking into this kind of subjects.
The BBC has spoken to 9 men and their families, but we've read the written accounts of many more. None can understand how what happened here was able to go on unchecked for 2 decades. They want answers, they want an investigation, and they want an apology. The abuse has coloured the whole lives of the men we've spoken to. Many have turned to drink and drugs to block out the pain. Some have tried to take their own lives multiple times. But Jack and the other victims say it's time the appalling abuse they suffered is acknowledged and atoned for. They're pushing for a public inquiry.
We are the forgotten boys, the boys that are not heard. The council, the local authorities never been held to account. The social services never been held to account.
The winner in this category is TG4 from Ireland, and the journalist is investigating the uprising anti-immigrant movement in Ireland. So unlike many other media, the channel is donating a substantial airtime for arguments of these protesters, but in the meantime they check those arguments on a really investigative manner.
The file mag K a glacan parch on two, agus K a ta a jomach.
Bidger gon Euroi an task seo a wad níos Jackra na a héiltha. Is fu lá Jean chestu, agus bíon siad ag dóithil rih na main. Bíon codseach a garan nuair nach míon na main a láthair, ach nuair an noctam tá siad a géirí I mogla a chorora.
Do you call yourself a real journalist? Yeah? Kevin, do you call yourself a real journalist?
For the regime, that's all they all are. Professional liars, including this man, yeah?
Do you hate Ireland, Kevin?
Yeah, hand you, they like the trade.
Kevin, what's it like to be a paid shill for the government? What's it like? How much are they paying you to shill for them?
Agus an agóid ag bogu, ní heaglam ach a bheith ag smaoinú ar cén tionathair atá ag na hagóidí seo ar géine daga.
Ooh, the crazy far-right extremists! Look at the crazy far-right extremists, huh? You idiots.
Tá agóidí mar seo ag golará timpeall na tíre. Bhall an agóid ar a bhol an gear, daoine a bhfuil dearcaí agsala oca. In a mask, tá cúnathirí fadmhainithe an walla, a deir go gurthaí locht iartha charmáin brú ar thuirmhí.
We have a hospital just maybe hundreds of yards from here. That hospital is capacity. Our health system is in absolute crisis. They can't cope with the people that's in Mullingar here already. We can't get grandkids. There's homeless people on the canal is just here behind us. That's the canal. It's not about racism here. It's not about hatred. It's about the government have to look after our own. The oldest one in the book is look after what's under your own roof.
What do you want to see? More consultation with the local community?
Absolutely, more consultation, which I think is a disgrace.
From TG4, Ireland, please welcome Kevin McGee and Michael Quinn.
Hi. Scerig asco. It's on our war an gradam seo a glacu, our son an crealtor, TG Cahar, our golocht, clean slate. Agus ma la wadori a tafwaika a rash a malfarste a nocht. Gaharihe may have fails. It's a great honour to get this, and as you see, the documentary focused on the rise of the anti-immigration movement in Ireland, And one tactic I employed in the program was to undermine the propagandists by examining the fake news. And I think as broadcasters, we all have a responsibility in the current climate to confront fake news whenever we can. The program as well represents an important cooperation between Irish language speakers in the northern part of our country and in the southern part. Like the Basque region, we too have our own language, and the program is made in Belfast in Northern Ireland and is broadcast by TG Cahir in the south. So without TG Cahir having the insight to propose and to finance a current affairs strand, that cooperation wouldn't exist. So thanks to TG Cahir, thanks to CIRCOM, and thanks to you. Iskerik Asko.
Well, now we come to a very young category, only 2 years old, digital multimedia. The sponsor is ORF Austria, and please welcome Werner Herrich.
Well, this category awards efforts and enthusiasm in using all aspects of digital technology to enhance content creation or distribution or interactivity with the regional audience. It showcases stations which have understood that viewers' content needs can no longer be satisfied by traditional linear broadcast alone. The entries included digital projects and innovation, as well as some frontline reporting. The category was chaired by Klaus Unterberger from ORF Austria.
Can you trust the internet? How would you distinguish between fake news and a trusted source of information? I mean, these have been the exact questions of the commended entry of this year's category. NRK delivered a real compelling story, a real astonishing experiment. What did they do? They chose two cities, one in the Ukraine and one in Russia, separated by border, just 80 kilometers far away. And what did they do then? They established and created a bot like real persons. And then they waited what TikTok actually delivered to them. And the result was breathtaking and mind-opening. Yeah? The result was that TikTok used algorithms and perceived and showed and delivered completely different realities to them. So the entry of NRK is a masterpiece in investigating how artificial intelligence can be used to manipulate people. Yeah? So this could be a piece that could empower citizens and media users for checks and balances.
Begynte å se på kartet. På den tiden var det heftige kamper i den ukrainske byen Kharkiv. Vi oppdaget at like over grensen lå det en russisk by med navn Belgorod, og dermed var ideen født. Den ukrainske byen Kharkiv og den russiske byen Belgorod er naboer, men får de se de samme videoene på TikTok? Vi lagde vår egen bot. Den vi lagde programmerte vi til å scrolle gjennom tusenvis av TikTok-videoer. Så måtte vi finne en måte å plassere disse bottene i Russland og Ukraina på. Derfor tok vi i bruk noe som heter residential proxy. I praksis så betyr det at når botten vår scroller seg gjennom TikTok, så går internettrafikken gjennom den ukrainske byen Kharkiv eller den russiske byen Belgorod. Vi menneskeliggjorde bottene med både navn og bilde, Nikolai i Ukraina og Alexei i Russland. Så var det bare å begynne å sveipe. De første 3 videoene den ukrainske botten så handlet om krig, krig og krig. De 3 første videoene til den russiske botten var en mann som falt i vannet, en hund som klapper en and og noe maskegreier. Alt robotene så på underveis ble lagret i en database. Etter noen dager hadde robotene sett 4000 videoer, og vi kunne begynne å analysere. Det vi fant ut var at TikTok ikke viser krigen i Ukraina til russiske brukere.
Digital multimedia is actually at the core of quality journalism these days. We all are using television and online services due to digital transformation. And the winner of this year is certainly a masterpiece, a best practice example of multimedia production. SVT delivered an outstanding entry. It focuses on one of the most important challenges of these days. It's about climate change. And it reports on how specific regions react on it. And more than that, how the citizens in these regions actually fight climate crisis. It's certainly multimedia, it's certainly regional, and it's got some very high educational and news value as well. But most of all, it is of audience participation. Citizens, users could have the opportunity to react and to interact. They've been posing questions and directly answered by experts. So this winner certainly is a benchmark for the category. Congratulations.
I en unik kartläggning av Sveriges förändrade vinterklimat kunde användarna själva klicka sig fram på vår specialbyggda sajt och se klimatförändringar från olika regioner runt om i landet.
Vi märker att klimatet ändras genom att vi har kortare vintrar och att vi kan inte lita på att vintern är kvar. Så vi måste vara beredda på att helt plötsligt så är kärlen borta.
Det är stora förändringar som har skett här sedan slutet av 80-talet. Det är öppet vatten i sjön 4-6 veckor.
Vi gav också människor chansen att ställa frågor till 4 av landets mest kunniga experter på klimatförändringar. Och frågorna strömmade in. Publiken fick också möjlighet att dela med sig av vad de sett i sin omgivning genom ett formulär på vår sajt.
Ja, klimatförändringarna påverkar oss på många olika sätt. Och vi på SVT vill veta hur det påverkar dig. Hör av dig till oss om dina erfarenheter av ett förändrat klimat.
Det gav flera 100 tips som vi kan ta med oss för att göra journalistik kring det här framåt.
The category Digital Multimedia, please welcome from SVT, Regional Cooperation, Sweden, Erika Stenback and Ulla Olsson.
Thank you for this honor. And even though it's the 4 of us accepting this award tonight, it truly belongs to all our local stations at SVT.
This is such a great honor. Thank you so much, CIRCOM. And you know, when we talk about climate change, we often talk about the big questions in the future or far away. For us, it was important to keep it close to heart. We wanted to show the people and ask the people to have them participate what is happening right now, this winter in Sweden. And we asked the question and showed all over Sweden. And we also, of course, as you saw here, wanted to make it on all different SVT platforms, to make it multimedia.
This would not have been possible without the collective efforts of everyone involved. Together we share this honor and recognition.
Thank you very much, CIRCOM.
through our songs and dances, people can get closer to the Basque Country's habits, history, and roots. There are many different ways to perform the same dance in the Basque Country, and everything depends on the region where it's being performed. However, in all cases, the key factor to lasting time has been transmission. One of these ancient dances still alive in our country is the one that Kukai Dantza Compañía will perform now. Ladies and gentlemen, Fandangoa.
Moving on to the most encouraging award. The winner has the opportunity to visit a station in another country to find out how others make regional television. It is a great opportunity. The winner of Young On-Screen Talent category in 2020 was Jamie Morland from BBC London. Last year he visited SVT News in Sweden, and he would like to share his experience.
I'm Jamie Morland, a journalist with the BBC. I'm recording this just beside Liverpool Arena, the home of a different type of competition, 2023's Eurovision Song Contest, which is being hosted on behalf of Ukraine. Now, back in 2020, I won the Young On-Screen Talent Award and was given the opportunity to visit SVT News in Sweden. I spent 1 week with their local video team in Stockholm, learning about how their work has helped reach many more young people online. From also travelling to the regional Uppsala newsroom to spending time with a Finnish-speaking team and even having the chance to practice presenting the weather. Partly cloudy, but there is some potential for rain. It was fantastic fun and an amazing lesson in world-class digital news. Thank you to SVT, the BBC and CIRCOM for this incredible chance to bring people together, grow as a journalist, learn from broadcasters across Europe and of course meet wonderful people along the way.
The Young On-Screen Talent Award, sponsored by TVR Romania, was created in honor of Vanda Candurace, the inspirational TVR producer, manager, and trainer. To present the trophy, please welcome Dite Dinets.
In this category, we are looking for an on-screen presence, character, and style, which with experience will help give a fresh and younger look to regional public service media. By brightening to wider attention the range and depth of talent in the regions, it seeks to assure young television professionals that regional television can offer scope and fulfillment in their aspirations. There is no commended in this category, just a winner. The chair of jury was Gordana Škaljac Narancic from HRT, Croatia.
It was a pleasure to be the judge in the category Young On-Screen Talents, especially because we found out that as much as we need young audience, we need our young colleagues, young journalists to be the future of our job, to be the future of journalism. This year, the judge had a job to view a small number of just 7 programs in this category. So we would like to use this opportunity to encourage our young colleagues to apply for the category Young On-Screen Talents. Despite the small number, judging was not easy, especially because we had 7 really excellent entries, and each of them on their own way was the winner. But we had to find just one, and after careful examination we found the winner, who was really complete on-screen talent, who shows professionalism in covering different type of subjects in variety of formats. So we are very happy to announce the winner in the category Young On-Screen Talents, our colleague Daniel Stormbach from SVT Ireland. Congratulations to him.
Jag ska inte ha något.
Nej, men vi är från TV.
Ja, hej. Vi kan sitta här ute.
Vad har du Mårdis då? Mårdhund?
Vart fan är du? TV är ju här för fan.
Ja, inte har jag någon TV här. Jag är i skogen, vet du. Du kan höra av dig när du är klar på det där jippot.
Vi vet ju inte så mycket om dig, Hoja. Vem är du?
Nå, egentligen är jag en helt vanlig kille från Norrbotten, så att säga. Som gillar att göra musik.
Vi kommer tillsammans med en entreprenör åka ut och hitta platser där det finns mycket felparkerade cyklar, och vi kommer att plocka in dem.
2 felparkerade, en felparkerad där, en felparkerad där också.
I och med förändringen som kom nu den 1 september så får ju inte elsparkcyklar parkeras på gångbanor, vilket de är ju gjorda nu.
Ja, för från och med nu så måste elsparkcyklarna parkeras vid cykelställ eller andra uppställningsplatser.
Well, the face of tomorrow, Daniel Strumbeck, SVT Ireland, Sweden.
It's heavy. I think the last time I won an award was in middle school when I wrote the best horror story for Halloween. So it's been a while, about time, right? I would like to thank the jury, CIRCOM, my mother, my girl Julia, and my colleagues back in Sweden. This truly is a confirmation that it's worth doing hard work and to always try to do your best. Thank you.
Well, I hope you agree that with all the awards we had some entertainment and also some drama tonight, which is a coup for our next category, entertainment and drama. To join, sponsor our regional station of TVG Galicia and RTP Portugal. To represent them, please welcome José Arantes from RTP Portugal.
The entertainment and drama category draws attention to the role of regional stations in bringing, of course, pleasure and enjoyment to its audience, and by emphasizing the role of entertainment and drama in the cultural expression of regionality. The category includes location and studio drama, shiny floor, glamour shows, comedy, game shows, quizzes, and competitions. Entertainment and drama shows may not be everyday output in many regions, but it is often in such programs that you find the real heartbeat of region and its culture. The chair of entertainment and drama category was again Rojan Ni Hurish from TG4 Island.
The commended production 110 shows a different angle from what firefighters do every day. They chose interesting stories and the programme allows us to be part of the crew.
Og så fantastisk jobb. Vi er heldige.
Vi er kjempeheldige.
Og så var det en sånn fantastisk dame.
Det har du sagt mange ganger til meg, Tone.
Og jeg har så lyst til å gifte meg med deg. Vil du gifte deg med meg? Ja.
The category of drama and entertainment was difficult because there are so many different genres to judge, but there was a good selection of a high standard. Hotel Valkyria is a worthy winner as it had all the ingredients the judges were looking for. A good plot, strong characters and a good flow to the narrative. The protagonists are three women with complicated lives who meet in a motel on the border of Portugal and Galicia. This drama comedy really entertained us and it kept us engaged throughout.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Nada. Estaba esperando.
A nena.
Dormindo. Estará ben. Grazas polo cepillo de dentes.
Que clase de bar pensas que é este?
Non poiden coller moita roupa.
Sabes traballar detrás dunha barra?
Sei.
Pois móvete. Já sabes onde é. Espera. No bar hai un home de traxe. Quero que invites a uns grolos. Pero de algo barato,
Se deixas arromollo con bicarbonato saiche.
Perdoa?
A mancha da camisa.
Ah, a mancha. Os bocadillos de Berto son os mellores da zona. Ten un bolema. Na de Berto comes ata ficar co botón aberto. Así que a próxima vez non vou ter máis remedio que levar un babeiro para comelo.
Levas un traxe moi elegante para un sitio como este. A que te dedicas?
Unha vida moi aburrida. Son camioneiro.
A esta invita a casa.
De ninguna maneira.
Ordes da xefa.
Insisto. E se non quedas con el como se fora unha propina?
Non o podo aceptar. Es que se entera a xefa, mátame.
Só de me lembrar. Eu achei que o teu pai ia ter uma coisinha má quando veio entrar com a gente.
Sim, e depois atirou-me aquilo à cara durante 20 anos.
Please welcome the winner from TVG Galicia, Galeb Javier Martínez.
Thank you so much. We feel truly honored to be here and to receive this award from all of you and from the hands of our Portuguese partner in this adventure along SPI, RTP, Jose. Congrats, this is yours as well. So congrats and thank you so much. And of course, for sharing the stage with our partner, Galician partner, CTB Galeb. Congrats, Galeb, to you and to all your crew. This is of course yours. As you may have noticed, this is an international production. This was shot in Galician language and in Portuguese language. And there's a lesson learned, not now because we've been producing cinema and TV shows from over the last 35 years, but there is a lesson learned that when we work together, when we all work together, we are definitely stronger. And probably, I don't have it tested, but probably, we're unstoppable. So let's do this. Eskerrik asko, boas noites, graciñas.
And there is still some drama waiting for us tonight, or rather anticipation. The last award of the evening, the best of the 11 category winners, is for the Grand Prix winner for 2023. This is a program that judges say is the most outstanding of all the entries viewed.
The sponsor of the Grand Prix is TVP Poland. Please welcome Wojciech Malinowski. And to make the announcement, please welcome the president of CIRCOM, Eivind Undrup Jacobsen.
So, can you join us with the trophy? So we have a trophy, we have the envelope with the winner. So, who collects the Grand Prix trophy plus a further 2,000 euros in prize money and the respect and congratulations of us all? Mr. President, please open the envelope.
The winner is Should you see together with me?
I can.
TV2 Nord, Denmark, Stand Up with Tourette's.
Woo!
thank you. This is really a surprise to me. I'm so honored. I guess what we are looking for in this TV business is big characters and something unusual. And I think our guy, Jonathan, our main character, has both of this. So thank you very much for this prize. Thank you.
Congratulations to all our winners and commended. Thanks to our sponsors, to our judges, to the support team, David, Branka, Tonia, Darko, to RTP for the judging, to EITB, to Nerea, and the production team for our gala. And to you all, thank you.
Thank you very much, Motia. Same here, it has been a pleasure co-hosting this gala with you. I would also like to thank all European representatives here and congratulate, of course, all the winners. On behalf of Euskal Irrati Telebista, it has been a real pleasure welcoming you all to the Basque Country. We hope you'll enjoy our land and you will always have a warm welcome here. Bertan bildutako guztioi baita sare sozialen bitartez jarraitu gaituzuen guzti horiei eskerrak eman nahi dizkizuegu CIRCOMeko ekitaldi berezi hausari banaketa hau jarraitzeagatik eta gurekin egoteagatik. Euskal Herria eta Euskal Irrati Telebista biak ala biak Europara eta mundura zabalik dauden leioak dira. And to end this gala, to come to an end, let's once again enjoy the music of Neomak and the song Hogeita bat garren mendekua. Thank you all very much for coming. Agur denoi eta mila esker.
Ikusi nahi gaituzte baina alkari izateko ez zigintuzten baina ez ala hobe batzea beti elkarren aurka joatea baino ez ala hobe batzea beti elkarren aurka joatea baino Desiratu, ederresaneko perfektu, baina noiztik ez gara desiradun sujetu. Guk badakigu noren desiraden zentroan ipini nahi duguna. Guk badakigu gure desiradela zentroan jarri nahi duguna. Beste begiradak, eraiki baldin bagaitu, egin behar duguna. Da elkarri begiratu, kolektiboa ez dena alduntzea, ez delako alduntzea. Kolektiboa ez dena alduntzea, ez delako alduntzea. Elkarrengan sinistea, izango da mendekua. Elkarren lana da elkarri lekua ematea. Elkarrengan sinistea, izango da mendekua. Eskuz esku ematen da autoritatea. Teoria izaten da hausnarketaren gauza, baina utzi dezagun liburuetan hautsa. Gure holtzetatik ez bada ez da hasiko inoiz iraultza. Gure sorkuntzetatik ez bada ez da hasiko inoiz iraultza. Gure gorputzetatik ez bada ez da hasiko inoiz iraultza. Gure gorputzetatik ez bada ez da hasiko inoiz iraultza. Gure gorputzetatik ez bada ez da hasiko inoiz iraultza. Gure gorputzetatik Zergatik ez bada ez da hasiko inoiz